Hi friends, welcome back. Today we'll see the installation of Immich and CloudFlared and the link sharing on TrueNAS. So I'm adding a dataset here under the apps type of the dataset and then setting a ACL. Here under the TN apps I have created the Immich dataset. Under the Immich dataset I'm creating two more additional child datasets. One is for TB and another is for data. So the uploads for data is already created now. Now one more to be created, it is DB. Choose generic for both uploads as well as DB. For image, it has to be apps as the type of the dataset. Now let us go to apps under the TrueNAS and let us install image app there. So here choosing the password there for the database and enter the Redis password also. Redis makes things faster on image. And for apps we use 568 as a user ID and port is defaulted. Storage configuration can be done here. So if we need to have some external links sharing based on the external NAS folders where it is stored in some other NAS, not in TrueNAS, then we have to configure the storage here. Otherwise, we can choose the local TrueNAS path. So here I am choosing the uploads folder path. And machine learning cache and Postgres data storage, all these are defaulted. So I'm not changing at this point except for changing to host path and choosing the TN apps and image DB here. Usually it is defaulted with 2 CPU cores and we may increase that based on the available cores in the system, and default is 4 GB RAM, so I'm changing it to 3 GB and I'm clicking install. It's installing. So app is showing in deploying status now. It would take few seconds to a minute or two to change to deployed status or running status. So we may choose to refresh it. Yeah, now it changed to running status. So for CloudFlare, we need to install the app named CloudFlared for creating a CloudFlare tunnel. CloudFlare tunnel can be created if we choose a Docker app token ID and pasting that token ID there under the CloudFlare config. User ID can be 568 for the apps. That is the default app user ID. Ports are defaulted. Choose the limits. CloudFlared app doesn't take too much RAM. but I am giving 3 GB here, 2 CPU cores as defaulted, and it's installing. It immediately turned to running status. So we get the token ID from CloudFlare website for the domain we chose. So here upon connecting it, so connector ID and tunnel ID. So we need to uh, set it up with the tunnel and then point it to TrueNAS IP for image. Here, when we have some sample photos for sharing, uh, create an album and then click on the share button. Then share link is created. When we click on the create link and custom URL, password, description we can enter, which shows up in the email with the link, and expires we can give some days like 7 or 30 days and show metadata. Public user to download and upload option can